It's that time of year where we are looking at my three favorite games that I played that were released in 2023. Let's get gaming. Atomic Heart is a first person shooter developed by Russian game developer Mundfish and published by VK Play, Focus Entertainment, and Full Divinity. It is set in an alternative history version of the Soviet Union during the 1950s. Initially depicted as a retro futuristic utopia, the game follows the quick collapse of the Soviet Union into a dystopia after a robot uprising begins. What kept me coming back to Atomic Heart was its setting. It offers solid gameplay, solid mechanics. Again, nothing that is going to really outclass your state of the art first person shooters, but it offered a game that allowed me to become immersed in this world and this world of this retro future utopia, now dystopian Soviet Union with this robot uprising offered me a game world that was different than most things that I played this year, and thus it kept me coming back to explore, and to find more. Hi-Fi Rush is a rhythm-based action game developed by Tango Gameworks and published by Bethesda Softworks. The game follows self-proclaimed future rock and roll star Chai, whose music players accidentally embedded in his chest during experimental cybernetic surgery, allowing him to rhythmically fight and reperceive the world through environmental synthesia. Labeled a defect and hunted by the corporation that transformed him, Chai bands together with new friends to defeat the company's executives and put a stop to their plans. Hi-Fi Rush literally came out of nowhere after being shadow dropped by Microsoft early in the year, and it was a game that took everybody by surprise. It's a game that is fun to play, offers characters that are just fun to interact with and to learn their stories, and most of all, it presented something new to gaming and the Xbox experience as a whole. Star Trek Resurgence is an action adventure video game developed by Dramatic Labs and published by Brunner House. Players control two officers on a starship that becomes engulfed in a deadly alien conspiracy. The primary focus of the game is the player's choices and how they shape the outcome of the main story. Now, this is the one game I was waiting for in all of 2023. I am a tremendous fan of Star Trek, and this game is set in that time period of Deep Space Nine, Next Generation, that Trek that I grew up and cut my teeth on. So being able to play a Star Trek game in the vein of some of the great adventure driven games like the Walking Dead series that came out a few years ago, it was music to my ears, and I literally sat with bated breath until this game was released. Delay after delay, and then it finally hit, and I was instantly immersed in a Star Trek universe that I knew so well, but in this case was so different. One of the beautiful things about this game, outside of the tremendous voice acting, was the fact that it did an excellent job of crafting an original story in an original setting in a place that we all know so well. From the voice acting for Spock, for the impromptu or unknown appearance of Jonathan Frakes as Riker, it's a game for Star Trek fans of young and old. Now, those are my three favorite games from 2023. Let me know what you're playing. Let's get back to gaming.